Minimum reforms, comprehensive reforms, the all too familiar phrases. But now there is a new one.
Stabilization reforms.
Reforms that the National Council of Churches of Kenya believes will help the country face the challenge of a general election if by then the country will not have realized the new constitution. These stabilizing reforms are contained in a draft constitution of the Kenya Amendment Bill that the NCCK is working on. In coming up with the bill, NCCK considered two scenarios. One, that the new constitution is accepted by all and therefore passes within the time frame set by the committee of experts. In the second scenario,
the draft produced by the committee of experts would fail to get wide acceptance by Kenyans or be held hostage by competing political interests which undermine consensus building.
That is the worst case scenario, that the draft constitution is rejected because of unresolved contentious issues. One of the issues the NCCK feels strongly about is the issue of the Kadhi's courts.
We are awaiting the draft constitution to see what the committee of experts will make of the memorandum that they received.
So to cushion the country, the council is proposing in its constitutional amendment bill to separate presidential from parliamentary elections and elect the president 3 weeks earlier, or the first Tuesday of December of the election year. To succeed, a presidential candidate would need 50% plus one vote and at least 25% of votes cast in 5 of the 8 provinces. If there is no clear winner, then a runoff between the top 2 candidates should take place within 21 days. The bill also proposes separate and independent offices of the Attorney General and the Director of Public Prosecution, both of whom would have security of tenure for a 5-year term, renewable only once. Parliament, on the other hand, would have to commence on the first Tuesday of February after the general election and stand prorogued on the 13th of November the year elections are held. Parliament would also have to put its stamp on all intended appointments by the President. These appointments include the Attorney General, the Chief Justice and other judges. These judges must first have been appointed through a competitive process. And like the AG, the Chief Justice would get a 5-year term, renewable only once. NCCK is now opening up the debate of this proposed bill to the public before it's taken to Parliament.
You hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Give us a new constitution, they say, but then in the meantime, we will try and institute minimum, or rather what they are calling stabilizing reforms. And so in Wendia KTN at the Jumuiya Conference and Country Home, Limuru.